It was good.
Yeah?
It was good.
Do it again?
I learned drafting.
Okay.
A lot of it.
Okay. You got a lot of it? Were you able to do it?
Oh yeah, I was able to
Nice,
do it.
okay.
Yeah.
So we should be able to do it on the Cabo.
Well, I think I was doing it on the Cabo.
Okay.
I just didn't know if I was doing it right.
Okay, gotcha. So now you kind of got that confirmation.
Yeah. I got a ton of pointers from Casey.
Okay, awesome.
She's, obviously amazing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I also, because I was trying different paddles in the beginning.
I heard, yep.
That's why my back is killing me.
Ah, okay.
And so for the first like 4 miles, it was bad.
So remind me again why we're awake this early?
Because everyone's up in Lake Worth and we get to drive an hour to go paddleboard.
Exactly.
Yay!
Uh-huh. And I get to go to breakfast and hang out. Enjoy the day while you go paddleboard.
All I know is I better have some hash brown casserole and some sausage patties.
Absolutely not.
And some biscuits and honey when I get back.
You're going to work out. You don't want all that stuff.
We'll go to Benny's on the beach after.
You don't want all that stuff.
I know.
Uh-huh.
So this is the first training with the group for the crossing through Cystic Fibrosis. Piper's Angels. We basically paddling on my paddleboard from Bimini, Bahamas to Lake Worth, Florida. And today we are going to what they call the beach landing. That is where basically the finish line is when you actually finish the crossing, if you finish the crossing.
Uh-oh, are you having some doubt?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I just want to see where I stand with all the other people there.
There you go. Yeah, what are they?
So.
They said about 20 people are going?
Looked like I saw maybe 30 this
okay.
when I checked, but and it looks like, you can go anywhere from 2, 4, 6, 10, 20 miles maybe,
Yep.
We're just gonna, I guess, kind of paddle in a line.
Yeah.
But we'll be learning to draft.
That is true.
Just in case I've never actually figured that one out, but I think I know what I'm doing. But
hopefully that'll be good.
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
Hopefully it relates to Island Oasis and being able to draft the sport fish too.
Hopefully. Or I'll maybe figure out an even better way to draft behind the event.
That is true,
Oasis.
yeah.
All right, so for those of you that are not familiar with this event, so this is actually set up by Piper's Angels, and specifically Travis. So Travis is the leader here, and he has been touched with a daughter that has been diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. You can see him there in the middle there giving a speech. This is an event that we found maybe a couple years ago, and Kaylin has really kind of jumped in and committed to this crossing and is really, really trying to make it from, the Bahamas back over to the U.S. in one day on a paddle. So this is one of the events that she attended, working on some training. This one specifically, she was hoping to learn how to draft and basically be able to follow the wake and follow the boat for drafting. So get a little bit more information on that and kind of, be escorted, if you will, by the boat from the Bahamas back to the U.S. So you can kind of see her, Kaylin, setting up right now, walking into the ocean up there. I'll put an arrow on the screen for you. But everyone's kind of getting in the water, getting their gear together. This was maybe 7 a.m., 7 or 8 a.m. You can see the water is just amazing. And there's actually a pretty good turnout. I want to say there's probably 15 to 20 paddlers for this event, which is great. And I think they had 2 boats that showed up to help out. So Piper's Angels, so if you guys happen to be down in South Florida, Piper's Angels and the crossing for cystic fibrosis, this is one of those opportunities that is really a very unique experience. And if you do have the opportunity to do it, I would highly recommend checking them out and looking them up. And you can donate online. You can help out, as a paddler. You can be a remote. I think they call it a remote paddler, where you can support from afar. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity to get involved and help this cause. here you can see this is basically the end of the event, and Caitlin was basically the last person standing, still working on form. She was using different paddles, which is why you'll see she was talking about her back hurting. So there's definitely a lot to it and a lot of training, but I think she went maybe, I want to say 10 or 12 miles on this trip specifically. Just back and forth training, going going with the boat and trying different spots. So the hope is that she'll be able to relate this experience following the boat to Island Oasis and be able to follow the sport fish in a similar manner, which is really, really ideal. We didn't have the opportunity to get out there with the sport fish because of the distance, but she'll definitely be following it for the crossing.
I was trying different paddles in the beginning.
I heard, yep.
That's why my back is killing me.
Ah, okay.
And so for the first like 4 miles, it was bad.
So using yours was not the best?
I didn't even try to use mine.
Okay, you just used theirs?
When I, before we all went out, I was like, does anybody have like an extra paddle that's like the one we should be using?
Gotcha, okay.
And then the couple that's from Fort Lauderdale.
Yep, I met them.
They weren't paddling, so
okay,
like,
so
you
you
use mine. And
gotcha.
Because hers was set so short.
Yep.
And I guess I'm just not used to, because I extended mine after we got back from Cozumel.
Okay.
I think I got used to
the cheap long one.
I guess.
Yeah.
And so I ended up, I didn't even use mine at all today, but I used the
okay.
short one, and that's what killed me.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
Casey was saying, she's like, well, how tall are you? I was like 5'4".
Yeah.
And I did the, I know it's supposed to go like here. And she's like, that is the height it's supposed to be. And I was like, yeah. I was like, well, I have a back injury.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have to do things a certain way.
Yeah.
Otherwise it.
Okay.
And
so I'm sure the different paddle probably just aggravated it.
Well, I think it was just really, it wasn't long enough.
Okay, so you had to lean down and you had to bend down.
And I,
gotcha.
I'm trying to concentrate, use my core.
Yeah,
my legs, but I always find myself.
We're turning.
Like, turning.
Sure.
And she pointed it out to me, and she was like, "You bend this leg, but you don't bend that one."
Okay.
And then so it's like I'm like.
You only do one side. Gotcha.
That whole side. Is the side that hurts.
So you need some Aleve and a chiropractor. Okay.
Nice. I just
Nice.
need to let it relax.
Okay. So overall, good event though.
Yeah.
Glad you came.
Yeah, I got to
I was like,
meet a bunch of people.
I met everybody at the end, like when they were coming back.
Good. I'm glad you finally met people this time.
Yep. I met a couple people.
I feel like you didn't really meet many last time.
When?
The last crossing.
I mean, not really.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
yeah.
if we come to these before the actual crossing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't think last time we didn't go to one.
We only went to one. I went to one.
You went to one, but yeah.
Drove separate.
Yeah. So I was like, I didn't end up doing it.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
Okay. Nice.
So, yeah. I know he said there's a night paddle coming up sometime.
Yeah, she was, I didn't hear when it was, but she was saying that they're doing something in the intercoastal. It's like at 3 a.m., 3:30 start time or something.
I remember seeing one that was night to light
or
something.
Yeah, that's what she called it, I think. It was something like that, but it was people that, don't do it in the dark or don't draft in the dark. So I was like, okay, that I could see that,
Yeah.
So do you want to go rinse off and then we're in no rush. The truck is just down there, but I feel like it's probably better to just pull up here and load the board. So
yeah, I feel like I should load the board to help you with that before I rinse off. Because, I mean, or I could rinse off and then rinse off again.
Yeah, rinse off again. I mean, there's no rush. It's not. I mean, you just paddled, 6 miles. You see the look she gave me?
If you guys had video of me getting up out of the water, just now, I'm literally what?
So you're saying I missed that drone opportunity?
Well, I was kind of like, where's Mike? Where's other Mike? Where's everybody?
The tent's gone.
I'm like,